people judge why people choose to stay in relationships, they don't always understand that it may be easier for that person to stay in the relationship.
Court documents reveal that a North Dakota woman experiencing domestic violence committed suicide in a video chat with her daughter. And that has experts wanting to get the word out more than ever that there are resources in the Fargo-Moorhead area for those struggling with suicidal thoughts. Valley News Team's Joshua Peguero tells us the places you can go.
When a person dies by suicide, it's just not one life that's impacted, but a whole community. Court documents recently filed in Cass County detailed a dramatic suicide in Fargo. A woman staying at a motel back in May called her daughter over a Facebook video chat. She was holding a gun to her head. She then began crying to her daughter, telling her she could not do it anymore. Next thing you know, the woman pulled the trigger and the phone fell to the ground. The woman had been living with her boyfriend at the motel behind me, and court documents state there were allegations of domestic violence between them.
It's something that starts at a very, very young age. It's modeled and learned.
The Rape and Abuse Crisis Center in Fargo saw nearly 3,000 people last year. More than half of the cases were for domestic violence. Myla Corbel says domestic violence is a public health issue.
There's a cycle that goes on in these kinds of relationships. And so when you start to notice these patterns, but a person doesn't seem to be your same friend, your same sister, as far as connection to the family and the friendships, that's a big indicator.
She says try not to pass judgment if someone's in a relationship where there's violence, because you can alienate them. First Link in Fargo offers resources to those who may have suicidal thoughts.
Quit keeping things secret and making sure that others know that we are struggling, we're having a tough time. Life is difficult sometimes. We all have struggles in our life.
First Link has been around for 50 years and they have a 24-hour hotline.
First 24 hours of leaving a healthcare facility when you've been having thoughts of suicide are the most dangerous. So we want to call them within 24 hours of getting that referral.
The executive director says most people have suicidal thoughts, but they do not act on them. Suicide carries repercussions that can break a family apart. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
The resources offered at the Rape and Abuse Crisis Center and First Link are free and you can be confidential. You can also call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That phone number, 1-800-273-8255. Authorities are